So I guess we take a look at the room pages. Silver 3 Y game by I am Mr. Pickle Pants. So yeah, this is like standard AD page for like general AD damage and all that. But usually I think it's pretty safe to pretty much take attack speed queens on almost all champions. Like I see them even used on something like Chase. So you might want to rethink the AD queens because they really suck on AD carries. What do you play most? You play support and you play Jinx, Renekton. I'd swap the AD queens for attack speed. They're much better for jungling and AD carry. But yeah, magic per resistance per level is fine and armor is fine. What mastery page did you use? Rune page sales happen, so I don't know, maybe once a year or something like that, or maybe not even every year, so most likely you don't want to wait for that. I think buying the pack for like 7 rune pages is pretty good value if you play this game a lot. Like you could just support Riot and buy the rune pages with RP. It's just too painful to grind 6k for every single page you want. But of course, if you don't wanna use real money, it's fine. Yeah, I kinda wonder what page you used. Looks like last time you've played... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Also, yeah, the last game was with the Y, so the active page is the page you used in this game. So yeah, don't take Warlord, it's garbage, like I always say this. So it only gives AD from the bonus AD, so when you're playing something like Y, you pretty much, you will be most likely buying some AD, but not enough to make Warlord worth it. Warlord isn't, to be honest, I think worth it on any champion. So replace Warlord with like expose, weakness, spell weaving and blade weaving maybe, or then you can go like executioner and dangerous game. And also you don't probably want to put 21 points on offense, it's not worth it. I think you just wanna get Juggernaut instead. It's pretty good value for a single point, more than what you would get from here, I think. So let's watch the replay then. Kha'Zix is the enemy jungler. Okay. Yeah, W start is good on Y. It helps with the buff. You most likely wanna use potions a bit earlier than this. So you are in higher health when if you go to bot lane. I mean top lane. Like you don't wanna be regening health still when you are entering this brush, because there's so many fights often, and if you're like 100 HP lower than your enemies, then you're just gonna get fucking destroyed. So with Q you can gank this if you play it right, but like what happened with the Lissandra? She had to recall, I guess. But that's not too great for you guys. You still land the Q though, so you get some damage done, but she kind of returns the favor though. Yeah, I think that was worthy. Oh yeah, and you might even be able to gank her again. She has no flash, but I'm not sure if you know it. Oh fuck. That was close, but yeah. I wonder how... Was this a LOL recorder replay, I guess? Wait, what? Did she get vision of you? Like, yeah, she does, but like, yeah, she's just watching it closely enough. Actually, you could do this the other way around, I believe. Like, you can start the charge, like launch the charge and then flash during it to redirect it, I believe. Am I wrong? I'm not a Y expert, but I believe you can like redirect the charge with the flash. Same with the Shen taunt. You can taunt and then flash. Yeah. So that way you could like guarantee the charge hitting, I think. You wanna be kinda careful about fighting this Gangplank, because you know you're even level, but he has item advantage for sure, like 8 crit and the Endurance Blade. You're what? Machete? Yeah, it was fucking close, but you get it down. Yeah, you wanna be really careful about that though. Yeah, that sucked. Was there any reason to think he might be there? I don't think you could see him anyway. But yeah, it's a bit safer to recall, for example, and right next to the turret rather than next to this brush. Sometimes the ganks do happen this way. How can I fucking reset the camera? Like, I think I don't wanna like change it to some weird angle. It's something like this normally. See? Oh, this fucking LOL recorder, I haven't used this much. Fuck. All the camera is like behind a bit. And yeah, about the first buy, I think this is, of course it's not terrible, but you buy a ward, think, oh what, this is 730, so let's go back a bit. Like you have 1k. So yeah, it's exactly like enough for the boots. I guess this is fine. But usually I wanna like get a ward when I first recall as jungler. Yeah. Baiting him so hard. Too bad you didn't have the level 6 before that. Could have like got the Syndra as well. That worked out quite nicely. You don't wanna gank with ultimate unless you have like HP and mana, so you have to recall right now, I think. I don't know about the mantle here. And also I'm not always really buying the boots until I have like the jungler item. Yeah, usually you wanna sell the warding totem or sell to, I mean swap to sweeper when you're like on the like the second recall or something. It kinda depends on if you're buying the stealth wards or not. Well, that's a field goal. Yeah, you can't be too greedy with that. Also, either way, the vision was kinda poor. Going for that. If you had hit the Q though, it might have been a kill. You deal that much damage, but here, yeah, you just got greedy with this. Have to avoid the stun. Yeah, this is how you wanna do it, like you just did, swapping to lens and buying some wards. But also this is kinda bad because I think having that jungler item early is way better than delaying it this much, because it gives you a lot of gold actually, like guaranteed gold. And also it's pretty strong item on its own. I wonder if that flash was kinda wasted there. You probably could just walk up with the Q here. Wait, what? Oh no, you didn't flash. What am I talking about? Yeah, this was pretty nice. It could be a dragon for you guys if it's alive here. Yeah, you should probably ping it. I think the bot lane is strong enough to take it. Then again, mid was kinda pushed around. For sure you can't start it without having your bot lane there. And even the Lissandra is needed. I think you could be farming the camps a lot more than this. You're spending a lot of time running around ganking, but right now you don't even have your ultimate, so you should be spending this time farming a camp in between, I think. Also, you don't really have much amazing combat stats yet. Doesn't seem to stop you from doing a lot of damage still though. Yeah, that's pretty good. Doesn't really matter you died there. At this point I'm not sure if I even... Well yeah, you wanna complete the jungler item. Oh, this is a really bad buy, I think. Why would you even want home guards this early? I only pretty much buy home guards when they're threatening the base turrets. Before then, they're like waste of money, I think. Yeah, this is just too much money spent on something that doesn't really help you that much in the next fights. Like, what are home guards good for now? Not much really, other than like saving a few seconds. They cost 500, so that's 0 combat stats. What are mercs good for? Like, not against Kha'Zix. Okay, they help against Syndra's damage, but when looking at the cost per like HP they give you with the magic resistance, no, they're not that great for that. And they only help with the stun if it lands. Okay, that's fine. Against Gangplank they do almost nothing, just helping a bit with some slow, I guess. Against Corki not really doing anything. And even against Janna they don't really do much. This is all about knockups and displacement from the ultimate and slows, and I don't really like buying mercs for against just slows. So this is just way too much money spent on something that's not even good in this game. Instead you should be buying something like just keeping boots at 1 or even getting Moby boots, which are much cheaper. No need for home guards, and then you could even think about having like maybe the second damage item like Brutalizer. Like if you just keep boots at 1 and get Brutalizer, you have so much more damage and combat stats. Or you could like, because enemy is such AD stacked team, you could just like forget about magic resistance altogether and just go for like the Randuin's early. Yeah, this jungle item was also really late. So you won't get the insane value out of it this game. Usually I really like to get it first, even before like boots and all that shit. Like the earlier you get it, the more value it has in the game. And now what's the objective here? Like, will you be able to dive this? I think not. You're not even tanky at all. With Lissandra though and your ultimate, it's pretty easy to lock someone down and kill for a kill. There you get like the Syndrak burst on you, so. But it was pretty close to a disaster. I think Vi is more about finding the picks outside of the lanes. Like, sure she can gank the lanes, but when you're like facing the turret, she's not really the greatest. Initiate all in, kinda. Like she's kinda squishy still. And she's like single target only with the CC, so as a 5v5 team fighter she's not really the greatest. She's like, I think she's like snowballing ganker like Rammus is kinda, but her initiators are like weaker than Rammus because she's easier to focus down. Like, I don't know what's up with this camera work. Like, how do I fucking reset the camera back to like normal? And also, you could be like, yeah, you kinda need to find some ways to place the deep wards here and then like use that vision to like get some picks. But yeah, this was pretty good. They pushed up here and you were there to like gank it again. And this could be at least one turret. And then the dragon is in 1 minute. You have to be like aware of that as well. So after this turret you most likely wanna recall, because the second turret is probably too hard to take. Like, how much you have? You have 2k, so at this point, yeah, you should be aware. Dragon in 40 seconds. You should ping your team to go back. Fuck this camera, yeah. And then just prepare for the dragon. Okay, it's really hard to figure out like what's the normal camera position. Nothing like this at least. But yeah, you don't wanna be running around with 2k gold. I don't think this helps me at all. Or what were you talking about? Down arrow? Isn't this really risky though? Well, you get the job done, so. $3,000 gold, you still haven't recalled. I wonder what you're gonna buy. Banishes. Oh my god, I don't like this that much. Why do you think Banishes is necessary against that team? Like, look at their fucking damage types. Physical, physical, physical. You're like just worried about the Syndra ultimates or something. I don't think it's gonna like matter to you that much. Like sure it kinda sucks if she blows you up, but it's not the only champion you need to worry about. Like look at this. How much damage the Gangplank and Corki are doing. Like if you don't buy randoms. Yeah, they have poke, but Banshees is really not like the ultimate counter to some poke spells. And I don't think Syndra poke are like the ultimate poke. Gangplank poke is also very short range. I understand Banshee is a bit more against something like Xerath or the No Lux or whatever. But you're just gonna get absolutely destroyed by this Kha'Zix, Corki and Gangplank if you don't have the big time armor items. Like you're not gonna be able to be a frontline at all. Like the Banshees will, sometimes it doesn't even block anything useful, it's just like one Corki missile, that's not even a big one, or one Q from the Gangplank. Sure, that can be some damage, but it's not really like game changing. With like Randuin's alone you could like double your effective HP pool against that team. Like now you're just dying a lot because of these item choices. Among some other things, I think. Also this vision control is kinda not great. And you're leaving base with what? 900 gold. You have to use your money better than this. Like why would you save 900? Like you could just be buying Chain Vest or something and potions. I kinda wanna quickly check if I can find the key binding for LOL replay thing, camera reset thing. Oh fuck, I don't really know where to look for this. Let's just stick to the game, then I'll figure it out sometime other time. Lol. Yeah, this camera won't follow you around at all. So yeah, you catch this Syndra with your ultimate. A lot of HP lost for that though. It wasn't as clean as you might want. So any kind of pushing here might be a bit dangerous if they get the group as 4 like this. This might be pretty bad. But now Kha'Zix is gone, so I don't know what they're doing. Just overextending left and right, both teams kind of. And then Syndra is already back, like no one is paying attention to the respawn timers, but Braves is still like able to clean it up, and you get the turret for it. And meanwhile you solo a dragon. Well, that's a lot of money too, so. And looks like you're dead here. So yeah, back Black Cleaver and Pardons, man. Like I'm not against Black Cleaver, but against their team comp it's kinda not too great. It's like it gets a lot of value when you're actually like penetrating armor with the passive. Against something like Malphite who really stacks armor. Without that it doesn't really get much value. So oftentimes it's better just to leave it at to stay at Brutalizer. So again, this is very much overextending. You have to be like aware of where your rest of your team are. Graves was in the bot lane, so before you even think about overextending, you have to like know for sure like who is up from the enemy team, who is able to help me from my team. Like you have to like kind of predict what might happen next. So for sure it wasn't like safe at all to go that deep there. And yeah, Kha'Zix just jumps over the wall just to die. Yeah, I saw you buy the frozen heart, but you change your mind again. Like what is it gonna be? Oh, you're leaving the base again with 1700. I would just buy the frozen heart maybe. Like you never know if the next fight is the final one, so and frozen heart isn't too bad. But then again, Randuin's is maybe better against this enemy team. So yeah, a lot of the item choices are not too great. So yeah, now you complete the renders, and you even have oracles, so good. And you catch their team. So yeah, a lot of, I don't know, problems with the item build I found. Like the value of the items were really not like too great, like the early mercs and home guard is just not great early on. And then the banshees over Randuins, can't really agree with that. And yeah, a lot of times you were fighting with having way too much gold unspent, and then leaving base without buying wards a lot of the time. Like, yeah, I wanted you to play a bit more of the vision control game and finding picks, because sometimes when you went aggressive, like, I don't know, no reason at all. Like for you, it seems like sometimes if you have just the support with you, that's good enough to push the lanes as far as you want, even without like vision or whatever. So watch the minimap a bit more before you initiate anything. Like you have to know that if everyone runs into that fight, like which team will have more players there. And yeah, of course there were some mechanical errors, like when you first ganked the Syndra, where was it? And you blast and Q to not the proper way, I mean. But yeah, maybe, and yeah, you didn't like, yeah, the gold generation item, you didn't get the Chandler item early on, and I think it's pretty important to get. It's not like must have some games, but I think you should have gotten it this game. Also, you weren't really like time efficient. Sometimes you were running around a lot when you could have like had more CS, I think. And also you didn't really place any deep wards here where you could have tracked the Kha'Zix a bit more, I think. And yeah, some of the fights you chose were just really bad. Or really close calls sometimes. Just unnecessary risks. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this for now. And yeah, the runes and masteries were something to change too. Like the warlord away and get the juggernaut instead. And yeah, maybe attack speed quinch instead of 80. I'd buy runes. Like the attack speed quints, they're like 1k only each. And you pretty much need them on like a lot of AD champion. Like all AD carries. Like most junglers. what to do next. I have like one more replay to do, but I might leave it for tomorrow or something. Been streaming for a while already, so. So if anyone watching this wants to have like replay review, just leave me a message and I might do it tomorrow.